Yeah, Mike and Kelly, I have been talking to people out here, some Motel 8 guests, that some of them said, we just interviewed one woman who said she saw about 20 police cars speeding by right behind me. I want to zoom in down here. Well, actually, there is a semi truck leaving right now. So we are close to the Loves and Mobile gas station in the middle of the Loves and the Super 8 on East Cary. So behind us is McKissick, where police said that they have reports of shots being fired. No shots fired are confirmed, but just reports that shots were fired down here. Now, I was talking to some truck drivers over here who are actually just waiting right now because they work down in McKissick, not in the exact area where police said that they had those reports of shots being fired, but they're trying to get their trucks. They're trying to leave and go home, but right now it's completely blocked off. McKissick down here, you can see a little bit better right now. Just down here, right before the train tracks, is where police are focusing in on. So again, this is the, I believe it is the 6900 block of, yes, the 6900 block of McKissick is where they are focusing in on. I saw more than a dozen police cars zooming by. I talked to some Super 8 guests who said that they saw more than 100 police officers come down here, detectives. One woman told me that she saw a homicide detective vehicle on the scene here. So we're just trying to work out more information, but we're trying to, also stay back as well so police can do what they need to do. We have been seeing a lot of truck drivers though, because we are next to this Love's truck station, and people that work on McKissick and are trying to get their trucks to leave, but are just waiting to hear, what is going on and when they're going to be able to get their truck so they can go home.
Megan, can you give us an idea? I know you're a bit a ways away from where those police cars are, but have you seen any activity besides those cars and those lights that we can see kind of in the background? Have you seen any activity of police officers actually running into buildings or coming out, or employees coming out?
No, we have not. What I have seen is a lot of trucks that have been leaving, it seems like, from McKissick, but we haven't been close enough to see any of these, officers running into any sort of building. But we have been talking to individuals who said they saw a ton of, right now we see a helicopter in the air. A couple other people have seen multiple other helicopters just circling around here. But other than just a ton of police officers, as we're standing right here, just zooming down towards McKissick and focusing in on this one specific area. And of course, once it is, the scene is clear and we're able to get a little closer, we'll surely show you guys a little bit more of what we're seeing, but that's really all that we have seen since being here. And I've been here for a little over than 30 minutes now. Mike and Kelly.
Megan, we're finally getting some information from police. This is from Mitch McCoy, police spokesperson. He says numerous officers are on the scene investigating a report of shots fired inside a manufacturing plant on McKissick Avenue. We've been talking about the 6900 block of McKissick. At this time, there are no injuries, so that's the good news. At this time, Mitch McCoy says there are no injuries. Officers are sweeping the building now. So again, we have not been able to confirm that there were shots fired, but that's why we went on the air. We had heard that shots were fired, there might be people injured, and so we got on the air as soon as we can. But now from Mitch McCoy, at this time, there are no injuries, and he is the police spokesperson.
Yes, he is. And so that's why they were doing that staging area, so they could, kind of sweep the area to make sure that, in fact, there was no type of shooting.
Well, that is the most important information, and,
yes,
and the kind of information we
we'd
wanted
like
to
hear.
hear. I think what we should do now is go off the air, because if there are no injuries, we can come back on when we get an updated report, and we will continue to fill you in both on air, online, and of course on 5+.
Thanks.